All right,
It's gonna be like your mom on a Tuesday night, but
Paul.
is that too far?
That's oh my God, Paul. It's always too far with you. All right. So now I'm gonna do some therapy.
In a soulless world, its inhabitants spineless, spoiled by a consumerist culture, and yet lonely. This gives birth to frustration and makes one even lonelier. The last friend remaining is the cuddly toy. These creatures can't defend themselves. They cannot run away. Insanity is their only way of escape. In the psychiatry, the therapist Dr. Kinderman treats these patients. Due to a research project, Dr. Kinderman unfortunately had to leave for Japan. Now, you have to act for him. Good luck.
All right. So this is the game. I can't read that very well, but yep, it's a therapy game with little stuffed animals. So let's view inside. And there's a very muscular woman. So the idea is that we're gonna do therapy with these different stuffed animals. In particular, it's European therapy, so there's some psychoanalysis in it. What's up? He left. He went home. What'd you find? That's cool. All right. So this is the cast. We got a turtle here who's jumping ropes repetitively. Got a little bird here with a notepad and pencil, taking notes on the different clients. You got a snake who seems really into stuff around him, like really into stuff. Oh, that's nice. He has a little beeper. Probably something compulsive there. And we got a barking sheep. We got a barking sheep, and we got a hippo who is having a real hard time with this puzzle. They would not do good with. Oh yeah, and then we got a little alligator hiding in a cereal box. So yeah, um, this is a psychiatric ward for stuffed animals. And right up here, let's remind everybody, no hanging yourself. Hey, I feel like that should be assumed in this kind of setting, but okay. Alright, so who to do first? I think I'll go for a snake. Snakes are awesome. Alright, so I got 1 minute. And here's the game. So the idea with this game is that you decide what kind of what kind of ways you're going to intervene with this critter. This guy, his name is Sly. And to progress forward, you have to come up with the right kinds of intervention and information gathering. Like I said before, this is European therapy, which is psychoanalysis. So we're going to find a theme with discovering repressed memories and trauma and kind of helping the client to understand themselves better, which is cool. That works sometimes. Alright, so we got a guy named Sly. It's pretty cool. Right here, professional assistance. I'm going to try not to refer to this too often because it essentially has spoilers in it. But let's see what we got. Patient was brought to the asylum completely tied in knots and confused by a truck driver who had found Sly in a ditch of a B road. According to the truck driver, Sly tied himself to an SOS telephone, presumably mistaking it for a tree. Having been physically deknotted at the asylum, patient is still suffering from paranoid hallucinatory delusions. That's interesting. I never heard of hallucination and delusions said that way. Part of this is an inability to recognize his present location. Well, that's definitely part of what delusion is. And medical personnel. He is easily distracted and can only focus his attention for a short amount of time. Maybe ADHD there? Maybe not. Lack of focus can mean a ton of different things when it comes to mental disorders. Mistaking his own tale for an imaginary partner in a conversation. Okay, that's kind of schizophrenic there. And perceiving small mobile figures on his plain white sheet have led to psychomotor unrest. So that's kind of the twitching he's doing, I suppose. As a first cautionary diagnosis, the symptoms seem to point toward a delirium. That essentially means he's kind of lost his little world right now. For the time being, the patient's delusional powers of imagination should be curtailed by medication. I'm unsure about that one. I don't know if we should give him antipsychotics just yet. It seems the only possibility to learn more about possible causes of his delirium from him. Alright, so those always give suggestions. It's kind of fun to look at them, but I don't want too many spoilers here. So if you look at this little guy and kind of his backstory, talking a lot about hallucinations, seeing things that aren't, delusional, not being able to understand where he's at or who's interacting with him. Those things could be schizophrenic based. Before you do that, though, you never want to jump to that diagnosis immediately. First things first, see if any kind of drug use is involved. Because a lot of mental health disorders could kind of look like drugs also. Or vice versa. So, probably don't want to nix that particular one out. So, if they're administration of drugs, I still... That's what the game wants me to do. I'd kind of like to see, maybe a urine sample, see if he's heavily intoxicated or has been using hallucinogens or something. But okay, sure, I'll give him an antipsychotic to slow his brain down to a crawl, so maybe we can interact a little better. Okay, I don't know what was in that syringe, but it doesn't seem like an antipsychotic. Maybe a reverse. Or that, or maybe I'm hallucinating now. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Maybe he was trying to tell us what. Maybe that was his way of telling us what he's seeing going on right now. Oh boy, swirling colors.